Spring is here, nature is healing, and Netflix has some choice picks coming to the streaming site in April. From original films like Concrete Cowboy and Stowaway to the live-action adaptation of the Shadow and Bone novels, here are our picks. As always, this list is for the US Netflix and the full list will play at the end.
It's not the house that's haunted. It's your son.
This is no joke. James Wan's Insidious hits Netflix on the 1st, 10 years, yes, 10 years after it first premiered.
I went into Dalton's room. There was something in there with him.
Written by The Invisible Man's Lee Whannell and starring Wan collaborator Patrick Wilson, this possession picture brought the scares in a much more insidious way with haunted kids and haunted homes.
Yo! There's a horse in your house.
Concrete Cowboy stars Stranger Things' Caleb McLaughlin as a teen in North Philly who reconnects with his estranged urban cowboy father, played by Idris Elba.
You want to ride the street life? You can't be in my house. You want to wise up? You're welcome back.
Inspired by the real-life Fletcher Street Cowboys and based on the book Ghetto Cowboy by Gene Neary, this film arrives on the 2nd.
For the first time in history, we're seeing real-life superheroes fighting crime.
Melissa McCarthy and Octavia Spencer star in Thunder Force as two childhood best friends who reunite as adults and become superheroes after one of them creates a formula to give people superpowers. They're not your most likely heroes, but they get the job done. The movie arrives on the 9th.
On social media, you can be anyone.
The 2nd season of Netflix's hit Catfish/Black Mirror hybrid reality show The Circle premieres on Netflix on the 14th. Who knew that when the 1st season came and went that the whole world would be also entering our version of The Circle? Someone should really keep an eye on Netflix because after The Circle and Love is Blind, I think they're creating the blueprint for our society. If you're looking for a different, more disturbing story about being locked in a house together, then Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak is just the fix for you.
What do you want?
Starring Mia Wasikowska, Tom Hiddleston, and Jessica Chastain, this gothic horror romance moves in on the 16th.
If you're watching this, I'm probably trying to convince you of something pretty unbelievable, or I'm dead.
Also on the 16th, Synchronics stars Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan as paramedics who stumble across a string of mysterious cases all linked to a new street drug called, you guessed it, Synchronic. Mackie's character goes down the rabbit hole of what turns out to be a time travel pill and uses it to find his partner's missing child as he strives to make the most out of his own remaining time. Anthony Mackie is absolutely having a moment right now, and you need to put this on your list to watch when it comes out.
Did we take off?
No, hey, sit down.
Did we take off?
Sit down or you're gonna pass out. Commander!
Take off.
Commander!
Take off.
Stowaway follows a man whose accidental inclusion on a 2-year voyage to Mars puts the entire crew at risk. Kind of like a reverse, backwards version of The Martian, if you will. The film stars Anna Kendrick, Daniel Day Kim, Shamir Anderson, and Toni Collette, featuring her true Australian accent.
We only have enough oxygen board for 3 people.
And takes off on the 22nd.
Good girl. Now the work begins.
On the 23rd, be ready to enter the Grishaverse in Netflix's adaptation of Leigh Bardugo's Shadow and Bone series. When orphaned and overlooked, Alina Starkov discovers her legendary power, her world is turned around as she now becomes the literal beacon of hope against dark forces. From the mind of multi-hyphenate LaShawn Thomas comes an original anime series about Yasuke, aka the Black Samurai, who fought side by side with feudal lords in 16th century Japan. Voiced by Lakeith Stanfield, the legend unfolds on the 29th. And those are just some of our picks of things to watch out for in April. As promised, here is the full list of everything coming to the US Netflix. See you next month!